And that's that I'm waiting on the delivery of Sonic Origins, but I just wanted to show you guys what is clearly the best Sega collection. Yeah, so I got my doctor to call in some more medicine for my respiratory problems. They say it's definitely stress related. So my medical doctor appointment was just about 45 minutes ago. So yeah, they're gonna call in some stuff. I just want to, like I said, I know I said I ordered the Origins. And the only reason I ordered Origins, and I'm going to show you, you can tell it on the save file here because it won't connect to the internet, so I got to start over. Okay, you see these games right here? Okay, so you have, like, the Origins I think comes with this right here, Sonic and Knuckles, 3D Blast, these three games here, and I think it comes with, like, some Sega CD games as well. But if you go over here to Extras, press Y. It has interviews with people. It's got some Sega Master System games that you have to unlock. Fantasy Star 1, stuff like that. I think that's the only way you can play Fantasy Star 1 now, I think. Or any of these arcade games on disc. Because I know the other Sega collection, the one for Xbox One, doesn't have a lot of those Sonic games. And it only has Space Harrier 2, and then here's like interviews with different people. There's some Japanese lady that has something to do with making the games back on the, machine. You have to unlock these by meeting these challenge goals. You see, there's like a Zelda knockoff Golden Axe. But yeah, this is the better one. You got all those you can unlock, and you got all these. And this is where this thing, fails in comparison to the Sega Minis. If you notice, you have all three Streets of Rage, both Vector Mans. You've got complete sets of games on this. Like you got all these sets, like you have all the Golden Axes with the mini consoles, and then you have all these Fantasy Stars. But the mini consoles only have one game from each series. Like you only have one Golden Axe game, one Fantasy Star, one Shining Force, one Sonic game, But the Nintendo console has entire sets except for like Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong. It only has Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. on the NES and doesn't have Donkey Kong 3. And then doesn't have any of the, it only has Donkey Kong Country 1 on the Super NES. But other than most of that, there's full sets. But yeah, my asthma's not doing too well. Let's see, is this the Sega? No. This is the Sega. So this is the Sega thing. And it has complete sets of like Golden Axe and Streets of Rage. But it only has Sonic 1 and 2. So, just like the minis. And that's the main reason I'm getting it. That and it's supposedly enhanced versions of the game that have like other stuff. And there's not Power Rangers stuff like a. And by the way, Amazon wants to charge me $8 a disc to send the duplicates back. Like each disc, I have to print a return label for. So like these four right here that I have duplicates of that are over there in the box, I have to print a disc for one of the return label for each one of these, $8 a piece. And Zio's second season has been shipped, so it must have restocked. But the BGs did not restock. So these are my favorite shows and stuff you guys are all seeing on this before, but like, and yeah, what I've been playing as of last night. I finally decided to go back and start playing that on this console since I can't get the Xbox One to connect because it's too slow. So I'm playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, even though I hate it. or I hit the controls layout, and I am playing Halo Master Chief Collection a little bit. Like I said, it seems to want to connect to multiplayer at night better. So I did play a few matches around 10. And somebody decided to message me and call me trash. And all I can say is I'm not the one that probably smells like trash, because if he's as good as the game as the score said he is, he probably literally smells like trash because he hasn't left his gaming chair to go take a bath in probably a week. That's what I think about somebody calling me trash. They're the ones that probably have the hygiene problem, so they're the ones that are probably trash. Or at least they probably smell like it. They probably smell like they belong in the trash. But yeah, that's just it. Like I said, doctors ordered me more medicine. I still haven't resolved my housing issue yet. But I did talk to the government people today. I did get in touch with one of them. I explained to them what's going on my dad had said the reason I'm getting treated like I'm getting treated by the housing place here is because they don't want nothing to do with my mental illness. Well, that isn't how this works. And I told the government about the video I saw, the one I complained about. The one about the one Justice Warrior put out about the mentally ill guy getting to go around and assault women and not get punished. And I'm pretty sure that's the kind of mindset Miss Thomas has, because she doesn't want any contact with me, thinking I'm like that guy, and I'm nothing like that guy. Guys, I went my whole life with never seeing an inside of a mental ward because I'm not violent. But when I got over here, that all changed. My first year here, I had to go spend a week in the mental ward by a judge for who knows what reason, because I'd done nothing. And like I said, I didn't have problems getting to mental health until I got over here, and I didn't have problems with anything until I became her tenant. She's took 2 lease violations out against me since I've been here for stuff I haven't even done because she's lying. She's making false reports. I'm not a threat to the public. I'm not a threat to the society. Luckily, that doctor at the mental institution, mental ward, whatever you want to call it, he told me, he said, why are you here? There's nothing wrong with you. You're not a threat to yourself. You're not a threat to society. You seem pretty okay. So luckily for me, he was on my side and saw that someone was lying on me. And that butthead has been lying on me the whole time because she doesn't want to be around a schizophrenic. Well, I'm sorry, but her prejudice shouldn't affect my ability to have housing. If she has prejudice against mentally ill people, then maybe she should go work in some other profession. I wish I'd get a hold of the people above her to know that whatever she's saying is a lie. Because the government can see my history. They can see all of our history. They can see everything we do, online or off. And I told them I never had problems at all. I never was institutionalized until I became her tenant. Because who knows what the hell kind of lies she told on me. The woman's a liar. She's a liar. She's filed false reports probably. She's making up crap. And the people above her are believing her bullshit. I wish I could, I don't know. I wish I could understand what happened in her life for her to hate me for just having a mental illness. When I'm not a threat and don't plan on being a threat. I know I get pissed off and make smart remarks about, blue states and how retarded they are and how they all belong in jail or the psych ward. Well, now that I've been seen inside of a psych ward, the way Mondami, Johnson, Newsom, Bass, the way they all behave, they're definitely got some kind of mental illness going on. They definitely belong in a mental hospital. Because everything they're doing is crazy. And the people that believe you can get stuff for free, hello, stupid, put 2 and 2 together. If they are upping your taxes, what do you think they're upping your taxes for? To pay for the free stuff, because it's not free, stupid. Sorry I went on a rant about that, but I'm tired every time I open YouTube. Mandami's, people say that he lied of course he lied. He's a politician. They all damn lie. It's part of their job requirement. I bet they make them take a lie detector test where they can even list a run for office. And it's probably like some really weird lie detector test, probably like with a brain scanner and a bunch of crap made by the CIA. Why do you son of bitches lie so much anyway? Why do politicians lie so much? Why can't they just tell the truth? Nobody's perfect, not even them, and they make mistakes like everyone else. My mom used to say everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time. How come politicians can't admit that? That they make mistakes like everyone else. None of us are perfect. And I'm getting judged for being disabled by someone who's filing false reports, probably. What an asshole. I don't know the reason she hates me, but I ain't done nothing to her. But she don't want me here. She don't want me here from the beginning. I shouldn't have to be, and I'm staying on the waiting list trying to get a ground floor because I'm having to walk up and down the stairs, but just the fact that I didn't have any reason to go inside to see inside a psych ward, which in turn traumatized me. Seeing the way those people behaved, how they would grunt and couldn't talk and would randomly become violent. I think I should be able to file a lawsuit for damages for lying. Because I had no business in there. I'm not a threat to the public. Don't plan on being. And that guy that they're letting run around North Carolina assault women, he's a threat to the public. His own family wants him put away. But the lawyer or whatever, the people over the law or whatever don't want to put away because of his skin color. I'm sorry, but the laws aren't written, I don't think written the way they are designed to practice in theory, or they're supposed to work in theory, is it's not supposed to be skin color. It's supposed to be do the crime, do the time. Who cares if he's black, purple, or orange? Going around violently attacking people to the point where they are losing consciousness. If someone loses a conscience, you know that means they probably got permanent brain damage? Like if you hit someone hard enough to knock them unconscious, that means you are giving them a concussion, which is permanent brain damage. This man is going around giving people permanent brain damage and nobody will lock him up. I think the judge or whatever it is that keeps letting him on the loose, they need to get him a CAT scan and put his butt in there with the guy. Maybe he has permanent brain damage. I think anybody who's soft on crime, I'm sorry, I hope for bed I never come across somebody like him in public. But if I see just some gentleman going around, hitting random women, I'm going to hit him. I'm not going to give him permanent brain damage. I'm going to give him a permanent coffin. Because if you're a man, a real man, you don't hit women. Unless the woman's tweaked out on substances and coming at you with a butcher knife or a hand or a gun, you got no reason to act like that. Real men don't hit women. That is not a real man. That is a monster, and he belongs in jail. And the guy that keeps turning him loose, they should be cellmates. Same thing with Madami. Madami, Johnson, Newsom, and Bass, they should all share a cell in the mental hospital. And anybody that voted for them should have their voter registration removed because we don't need lunatics voting in this country. And I say this, someone who is literally a registered lunatic, I would vote for people that make more sense than these idiots. Because I want law, order, safe streets, punishable crimes. I want fairness and justice. And like I said, I want people to go to jail for doing bad things. Or go to the mental ward or whatever. But you're going around giving random people concussions. There is no excuse for that. If you are giving random people concussions, that is a permanent brain damage. And I don't care what color you are, you belong in a padded cell somewhere. And if you're an idiot that think anything in life is free, you belong in there with them. Like they said, the worst thing they ever did was to close the mental asylums. Trump, you want to do something to make this country great? Open those damn things up and put these psychos back in them. I know you closed them because the staff was abusive. Well, you know what? You fix that. You screen the staff better. You have a better verification of what doctors can work in these places. Simple as that. Because nursing homes are still a thing and people get abused in them all the time and everybody's shutting them down.